Imagine for a moment, just picture this, how easily you might notice how you can just begin to feel comfortable with the idea of communication. And as you start to realise, each word you say has power, the subtle power to shift perceptions, to change the flow of thoughts in those around you. You might even wonder, just for a second, how this might work for you. You can think of it as a dance, and as you step into this dance, you might begin to notice, by simply changing the rhythm, by slightly adjusting your tone, a subtle shift can open doors to deeper understanding, as if it were natural, effortless. You can begin to see, as you speak, your voice naturally rises and falls, almost as though it's inviting the listener to join in. As the listener begins to follow along, perhaps they don't even realise how, in this moment, they're responding to the shift in your tone, responding to those hidden suggestions that slip into their thoughts, shaping their reactions. It might even surprise you to realise how people will respond to the softest change in your words. Even if you don't directly tell them anything, they just feel it, don't they? They feel the difference in how your words can suggest new ideas, new possibilities, new beliefs to them. And it's interesting how, as you keep talking, there's this natural flow, almost like a gentle current in a stream, that allows ideas to move from your mind into theirs. You might not even need to say anything directly to make them believe. It's almost as if your words can slip in unnoticed. It just works, and it's so natural. You see, as you become more comfortable with these shifts in your speech, your understanding of how communication effectively happens just deepens. The more you practice, the more you realise how simple it really is to speak in a way that connects, that influences, that guides. And as you explore these subtle shifts, you can feel how powerfully they begin to work for you, and how your words, your voice, and your very presence becomes an influence on the environment around you. How over time, this becomes so easy that you can't help but notice how much more natural it feels. There's a belief that communication is all about the words you choose. But you know now, there's something more, something beyond the words. You already know the real power. It lies in the invisible shifts, the subtle changes that slip into conversation, guiding the flow of energy, guiding the flow of thought. And what's even more fascinating is, these shifts, these changes, they can be layered on top of anything you say. Whether it's a simple statement, a question, or a suggestion. Just imagine how easily you can weave the belief into the very fabric of the conversation, as if it were part of the air you breathe. And it's almost as if, without saying, you can guide someone into new ways of thinking, without them even consciously realising what happened. And as you speak, you can embed commands so easily, like a painter adding layers of colour on a canvas. And just like that, the masterpiece begins to emerge step by step. You can see how this all works, can't you? As you get more skilled, more intuitive with this, you begin to realise it's not about how loud you speak or how fast you speak, but rather the subtleties, the nuances of the language that plant seeds of new understanding. And as you plant these seeds, you begin to believe even more in your own ability to influence, to guide others effortlessly, without even needing to work hard at it. It's almost as though your very presence becomes a part of the message you're sending. You can simply relax into this ability and let it work naturally for you. It's just so fascinating to realise. Once you understand this process, you don't need to try to convince anyone of anything. You can simply say what you say and allow them to respond however they will. The more relaxed you are with it, the more your message flows with ease. And as you relax even deeper into this experience, you might notice this process is always available to you, like a quiet tool in your mind that you can pick up at any time, whether you're speaking to one person or many, whether it's a casual conversation or something more formal. You just feel the subtle shift happening. And what's even more exciting is, as you continue the journey of understanding the embedded commands and their power, you can begin to trust in the process even more. And when you trust it, it works better. It's almost as if the more you believe in your ability, the more your words, they automatically find their place, automatically create the impact you want, without needing to think too hard about it. the process just begins to flow effortlessly. So now, as you realize this truth about communication, you might start to see how in every moment you can guide people towards your desired outcome without ever forcing them. They don't even realize how they've been influenced, how they've been subtly guided by your tone, by your words, by your presence. And isn't that such a powerful thing to know? How with every conversation, you can use your voice to create the exact impact you want, effortlessly, powerfully, and naturally. It's almost like learning to breathe. Once you've learned, you don't have to think about it anymore. It just happens. And as you continue to discover the subtle power of embedded commands, you might feel a sense of excitement, a sense of potential, as you begin to realize this skill grows with you. It becomes more and more ingrained in you, until one day you look back and you realize just how deeply you've mastered this process, how you shifted beliefs, created new patterns, and influenced those around you by simply becoming aware of the subtle power in your words. You might even find, after all, this skill, this art, it isn't just about influencing others, it's about mastering your own inner communication, knowing how to guide your own mind towards success, towards growth, and towards achieving your deepest desires. And as you stand there, know this. It feels so clear, so simple. You can't help but smile at how easy it is to start using these techniques again and again, making them a natural part of how you move through the world, effortlessly guiding every conversation, as if you've always known how to do it.